Lovely viewers, this is Celebrity Hub right here on CTV. You can also join us on our social media platform, that's CTVGH on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and more. When it comes to Celebrity Hub, we make sure the impartation is very clear, and not just clear, we fix the spotlight on the great and awesome personality who deserves to be with us on the show. And today with me on the show is another awesome personality who happens to be a father, a businessman, in fact, a corporate gentleman, a diplomat as such in general. So let's take a word, and when we come back, I'm going to introduce to you Mr. Kwame Owusu Danso Esquire. Welcome back on air. This is Celebrity Hub show on CTV, as you already know. And today on the show, I have with me a great personality, as I said earlier on. But one wonderful thing is that he used to be one of the great musicians of our time. Yes, I remember I used to listen to much of his songs during this our day period of ours in school. And way back, that was a hip life music, yes. And not just that, some great tunes and more. Yenko tie baako ne yembra. Wo de yenko tie baako ne yembra.
Ano did you make that? What are you brought to Ira?
Me, na do me koso. Busano. Busano mama ware ni busano. Na e koso.
I do adin yam kuru to Ira. Yes, e be ma ni bia. But gini na. Still.
Quality no. Number for grow any problem. Before any abai and a essa or weary. We in a boy betnasia, or to tell any babema. Habaya, a more lamb, I decide before we are. And then, number few bitty, about one way, Eddie a body and Sapemunyansa, Eddie a car habai, Nuna, Ninia, Edisa. You won't a yare, that will be mine. Say stroke, hypertension, diabetes, prostate cancer. Say kidney mona atochima, hepatitis B, udon B, a won't send. Bibi Piara how Unipia for when it share village herbs clinic, Kani Manswa Herbal Clinic, na Adams D. Beowdia. Village herbs clinic, here people lives.
Are you ready, ladies? Echo. Take your wally wally and golo golo and wally wally and golo golo. Take your wally wally and golo golo and wally wally and golo golo golo. I love the way you move around the dance floor with your wally wally bouncing, busy body dancing. Yeah, jump around and whine for me, move around and shake your feet.
Golo golo wa Shibe yani be fa Oh Kakadea ma Bole If you want you
I love to let you know say you be my only empress eh. So baby why me slow Together you and I go be no stress eh. I love the way you whine eh. When you shake for me slow I dey feel it eh. See the way she dey enter Boys them shock then they watch her The way she do I dey colo shake from you.
Another great tune there. Yes, you cut it back to back. Make us at it nana. It's still trending this Jay-Z period. So he was giving us awesome tunes with our big brother Tiny and more. And that's what he left us so sadly. But today he's with me on the show. He is a lawyer, a politician, a Pan-Africanist, an entrepreneur, a big businessman as such, and he's going to join me on the show for us to have a great conversation. Please welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How
are you
I
doing?
wish I'm doing good though, because having you, I'm doing extremely good.
Thank you.
So, why pursuing music all of a sudden we didn't see you in?
That's very interesting.
I'm so desperate to answer.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's understandable. Well, I mean, music has always been part of my journey.
Okay.
Right from, shall I say, senior secondary school days. I was in a group called Enkenteng. Then we went for a competition called Nescafe African Revelations.
Oh, okay.
We tried in 2006, 2007, 2008. And finally, the group in Kentang had metamorphosed into Echo. So we became two. And we won Nescafe African Revelations. I mean, I was from a very modest home. My father was a police officer. And so I found comfort in music. And so I decided to pursue it.
And he was very happy.
No, not at all. He wasn't happy at all.
Because that's why later you have to shift.
No, it's not even about that. I mean, I take my own decisions.
Okay.
Of course, he would resist, as all fathers would. But I knew what I wanted to become. I always wanted to become a lawyer. So even though I was pursuing music, I still had it at the back of my mind that anytime I got the opportunity to exit, I will exit and pursue.
So can I have a freestyle? because we have the music running in your vein.
Oh, now the voice is bad, though.
But I just want to feel it. I just want to feel
now
that
the voice
one.
is really bad. The voice is really, really bad. But I'll sing for it before the show ends. I'll do that. I'll try for you.
Okay, so it's a big promise. In fact, if Daddy doesn't sing for us, we're going to disturb.
You kill me.
Sure. Okay, so when we talk about Mr. Kwame Owusu, Danso Esquire, who is he? Where was he born?
Okay. My father told me when he was alive that I was born in Cape Coast.
Okay.
But I grew up partly in the Ashanti region, Asante Mampong to be precise. I used to live in Asante Mampong, Mayanka, Songo. And my father was a police officer, so you can understand why. Then I grew up also partly in a place called Achimasafu in the eastern region.
Okay.
Where my father also served. Then I grew up again in Tema.
Okay.
So my father became the station officer in Tema, Fashion Harbour Police Station. Then he retired from there and he went to Mankesim and I stayed in Accra to hustle. So that's my story.
So where did you have your secondary school education?
So my secondary school education was in Achimasafu.
Okay.
So I attended Achimasafu Senior High School. Well, at the time it was like senior secondary school. So
Pursuing?
I did general arts.
Wow.
Government, geography, economics.
Oh.
From there, I went to KNUST to pursue.
Even though Daddy was moving from one place to the other.
No, Achimasafu, we stayed there for a while. We stayed in Achimasafu for almost 8 years.
Before he moved from
there to Tema.
Okay.
So I think I even completed, or I was my final year or so in KNUST when we moved to Tema. But yeah, I lived in Achimasafu for a very long time.
I think you like that place, the way you keep on mentioning
I mean, shall I say it's the place that really formed me and shaped my vision. It was a village. And I was a footballer in Asante Mampong. But when we came to Achimasafu, I saw the community, I saw the environment. I said, hey, my friend, you better take your book seriously because otherwise you can't make it out of here. So it was Achimasafu that shaped my thinking, that gave me that edge to do other things, to be very committed to education, and to be very focused. So yeah, all thanks to Achimasafo. Because also I had the opportunity of really experiencing my intelligence and demonstrating same. If I say experience my intelligence, it's not because I didn't know that I was intelligent, but I experienced it firsthand because it gave me an opportunity to
Stay focused.
And study. And I knew what intelligence I had and what it could
Sometimes it takes a particular issue to brighten up things for you.
Absolutely. So yes, Ashimasafo, I really have very good memories of the place. That's where I actually got my first girlfriend. So
Auntie Amma is watching us.
Oh yes, she knows all the stories.
Oh really?
Of course, I have to tell you.
Is she in Ghana now? Or?
She's here.
Okay.
She's working with the vice president. She can't travel. So
what's her name?
Who, my wife?
No,
I thought you were talking about my wife. My first girlfriend, Tima Yvonne.
Hey.
Yes. As a matter of fact,
big shout outs to her.
Oh yeah. Not so good memories, but
why? But she was the first person that introduced her love to you.
Well, whether she introduced her love to me or maybe I thought she introduced is another matter. But then again, when you are young, you have wishful things. There's wishful thinking that you have. You want to do this, do that, do this, do that. But you get to realize later on in life that, those were all part of the formative years. It gives you an opportunity to know people for who they are and for what they are.
And what you yourself are expecting as well.
It also gives you an opportunity to make better judgment and discernment, that when people come into your life or you go into people's lives, you are able to now look at people beyond what they want you to see. You go beyond the physical appearance to the content of their character, and that's what is most important. So for me, every experience I've had along the way is only a story behind the success, and those stories are born out of very personal experiences that I have, that I've also had to deal with. So either good or bad, those memories are very important, and I'll forever cherish those memories, because without them, I wouldn't be here. You only see the tiger's scars, but you don't see the kind of, if you like, the wildest thing that they have to do in order to protect their scars.
So from how you're narrating things now, I can clearly see you had a whole lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
But why do you choose law?
Law, because it has always been my passion. It has always been my passion. For those who know me from the Achimasafo days, they'll tell you that even in my books, I had written lawyer Kwame, Owusu, Danso.
You already named yourself as a lawyer.
Even though I was in the village, I still had very high hopes.
Okay.
The only thing that distinguishes a great man from an ordinary person is your ability to have hope, even in the midst of darkness. So that you look to the light and you say that, well, even though the journey is a little rough, I can see that there's some glimmer of hope that I have to hang on to, or I have to get to. So law has always been a part of me, even though I didn't know how I was going to become a lawyer, to be honest with you. But I just somehow knew that I wanted to become a lawyer. So all the things that I did, the music, the MCing I did on campus, the radio that I did, and all of that shaped my vision.
To where you are getting
to where I am now and where I intend to go.
But did you ever regret leaving music aside?
Oh, no.
Why was it not paying you? Was it not bringing something to you?
At the time, we didn't do music for the money.
Okay.
We did music because we were passionate about it. And also, if you like, something that would just take you out of a certain... So there's a silver line, right? between poverty and riches. Music was just in the middle. It was not going to definitely make me a rich one overnight, but it was also a means for survival. Because after school, when you are done with your national service, there's very little that you could do. I mean, and it's evident. You can see that there are no jobs in the country. And so music was more like a safe haven for me, something that I could do to just eke small income in order that I could take care of myself and, as a young person to,
But being
to do
in
other
that,
things.
let's say that pattern before, will you advise, for instance, if you come across any of your relative or even your son pursuing music, will you accept it?
Things have changed. Those days we used to sell CDs. Now we have a lot of platforms that you can use to generate a lot of revenue for yourself. So you have Spotify, you have AudioMac,
Boomplay.
you have Boomplay, you have all those ones. So that if you put out music and it's good content, people will definitely buy, and then you make your money. So you may not necessarily be making the hits or the news,
but the cash is coming.
But the cash will be flowing. That's the most important thing. And I think that I'll cite examples of people who have, through music, made a fortune. I mean, you cannot discount the relevance of Shatawale. You cannot discount the relevance of Stoneboy, Sarkodie, and a few others.
Then I think we have to.
Albeit that one would say that these are the exceptional ones, which is true.
Yeah.
Because people are so struggling. I mean, I've had the occasion of meeting a lot of the young musicians in Ghana, and they tell you that, most Charlie, it not be easy like that. But I understand because I've been there.
So what do you tell them?
Keep on pushing. I mean, if it's your passion, it's like the media that we do. Media doesn't really pay, But we are passionate about it. The cameraman will wake up in the morning and come and stand behind the camera, not because he loves the camera so much. But it's better than nothing. And also because you are passionate about something, right?
Yeah.
Your passion lies in letting somebody's story be told through your lenses.
Yes, bringing the dream back to life.
So that I'm telling my story through the lenses, and the person behind the lens usually is not revered or respected. But those are the ones who really tell their story.
Yeah, big ups to my cameraman.
So that is what it is. So once you're passionate about something, you pursue it, and you pursue it very vigorously, because if you are vigorous about your success, failure will only be part of the journey, but it will not be the definition of your success. So the point I guess I'm making is that just like Black Sherif, who literally became a superstar within a year or less, it is very possible that there may be somebody out there who would become a superstar in 2 months. So just keep pushing. The end will only justify the means. Yeah. And the end really is an amalgamation of your commitment. And as young people, I keep telling people that if you want to be a musician, take it as a 9-to-5 job. Like somebody who wakes up in the morning and goes to work, because you are actually investing in your company, which is you yourself, the individual. You are a company. See yourself as a company, as a business. And see yourself also as a marketing manager for that business. So how would you sell your product? Is there a need for your product? That is number one. The demographic outlook, the demography that you are selling to. Are you selling to the young people? Are you selling to the old people? You need to identify a demography. And then you need to identify the content, because yes, you may have a very good branding, but if the content is bad, people will just buy it once and that's the end of it.
That's where they play your music once and then put it somewhere.
The branding is nice, but the content
music
is bad.
You can still listen to them in the lives of Kojo Intri.
Exactly.
And even that of yours.
So recently, there was this resurgence of R2B's song, Over.
Yes. It's now doing better than even before.
Yeah, but it wasn't, 8 years ago, it wasn't really a popular song like that. I mean, people loved it, but it wasn't. But right now, you see, it's good music. When you do good music, over time, people will appreciate the value of it. And so, it is not about the superficial things, but the content
that
of-
you've been put across.
that you put across.
Okay, so
that's my advice to young people who want to pursue music. Pursue it by all means, but be very smart about it.
The conversation is getting very interesting, so I'm not even paying attention to my producer. But let's go for a break. We'll be right back.
Very well.
Okay.
I already did make
Asa
that.
mi di eti. Awa ware ni unti mi ni ade.
Why do you want to try that?
Me, na be me koso a. Busa no. We are bonten. Busa be mama ware ni busa no. Eh, na e koso.
I don't think you want to try that. Yes, I remember you. But then now,
Just
still.
Kale tete no, na profodro eni bema. Before edi aban ena esa omuyare. We ena boy bitina se a. Otete ni ba bema. Haban a amo nam a edi sa before muyare. Ene mumbehwe o mbeti abamwa we edi abodie nyansa pemu nyansa edi aka haban nubna ni nnua ye disa ye ho eyare ebo bibiman mu say stroke, hypertension, diabetes, prostate cancer, say o kidney mu na atochima, hepatitis B, odompe, awon sensen, bibi biara how unipidua fa weni chere village herbs clinic, kani manswa herbal clinic na Danso Beyawodia. Village herbs clinic, here people lives.
Yeah, so in 2008,
Yeah.
we know your group was so bold and confident. You guys won everything that has
Yeah.
to do with the Nescafe African Revelation. Okay, so what next after that? We know you guys won. What was next? Didn't you make money?
Well, again, you do music for two things. I agree, passion and money. After 2008, we were still young people
Okay.
who were trying to find their feet. It was a struggle, but we may not have made the money, the kind of money that we wanted to make as young people, really and truly.
So what you made
But
was not
we
plenty.
got what we call social currency,
Okay.
which sometimes is even more important than the physical cash. Social currency. So through the music I met Abraham Ohinijan, through the music I met Kofi Otwedakon, through music I met John Jermaine, through music I met Bolare, through music I met a lot of people, Michael Krekumante, and through that those other doors opened. So that today, if I want to do something, I can simply just pick a phone and call Kofi Otwedakon, can you sort me out? And he will gladly do it. Because I was able to build a certain relationship with them.
Yeah.
And for me, relationships are the most important currency that anybody would
Should
have.
value.
You should value connections more than even physical cash. Because you can have money in your hand. Yes, people say that, you can use the money to get the connections. But when the money finishes, see? But build the connections, and through that, you would make the money. And that money will not decide the kind of connections you would have anymore. The money will actually be a propeller to open other doors, flowing from a certain base. So once you have that base, you'll be able to now springboard from there.
Okay.
And on the basis of that, you'll be able to now firmly ground yourself and use that to advance your course. That's the most important thing, really. So relationship, connections, very important. I am not from a rich home. I'm not from a rich home at all. But I'm here. And I'm going far. I see my future right before my eyes.
Very far.
Because it is something that I've built over time. Of course, I may have stepped on a few toes. But that's part of life's journey.
Yeah, you have to definitely.
You springboard. So it's like a ladder. Everybody's
just
climbing. So, you can only climb up a little if you step on somebody's shoulder small. then you springboard, and then you move to the next one. That's how it is. So you may step on a few toes. So that's why Black Sherry said, if I stepped on toes, my apologies. But the reality is that you will definitely step on toes. What you see, that song that the guy sang, people don't understand the spiritual connotation behind that music. He's just another guy. If I stepped on toes, my apologies. But the truth is that you will definitely step on toes. So you have to always apologize because you step on. It's not deliberate. It's not intentional. Sometimes it is, but you must get to your destination. So the point I'm making is that once you have your future before your eyes and you know how to get there, the negativities must not stop you. The hatred must not stop you.
It will be coming more.
The bad mouthing must not stop you. If you set out to fight with an elephant, you don't stop killing ants on the way.
No.
Because by the time you get to the elephant, your energy would have exhausted your energy and you will not be able to fight with the elephant.
That's another.
So save all the energy, save all the power, focus on the elephant and go and defeat the elephant. That's the most important thing about life, and that is what I've done.
I like
That's
the phrase all together, and then using the elephant as well. Okay, so catch me same time next week on Celebrity Hub Show.